What's up, guys? This is James with Escaping the Neon here. So I'm going to go into today starting this drop shipping coffee company. If you're not familiar with the channel, which you probably aren't, basically I'm trying to take side hustles and grow out of my 9 to 5, which I think a lot of people are trying to do. So one of my strategies here is a coffee drop shipping company that's going to sell coffee, basically. So I've got a private labeler who's going to roast on demand for me. Basically, as orders come in, they roast. It's about a 3-day lead time for that. So I just want to go into, basically the different fees that are involved. And I'm just going to walk you through the process and hopefully continue to post videos as I move along in this process and see if I actually make any money. So I'm going to tell you what I got in it, and we'll see if we make anything. So first thing is we have, obviously I had to pay a fee to start the drop shipping. That drop shipping fee was like $150 to start out with. I then had to pay to get my logo created, which I paid $50 for. I used Upwork. I'm happy to make a video on how to do that as well. There's definitely plenty of them out there though. So I paid $50 for the label. I'm getting the actual, each flavor name. There's 9 different flavors that I'm selling. 3 are blends, and then the rest are whole beans, like single origin whole bean. So I'm paying $100 to get my 9 different labels made, and it's actually going to end up being 27 different labels because I'm selling them in 3 different sizes. So I paid $100 to get that done, and that's in the works right now. Then we're going to have to give out free coffee because the goal is to reach out to influencers in my particular niche. And I'm going to give them just free bags of coffee and say, hey, will you put something out saying you enjoy this coffee? And then maybe I'll give them a discount code if I can figure that out, and do like an affiliate marketing type of deal with them. But so I'm probably going to spend, roughly maybe $400 just giving out free coffee. Now, obviously, you don't have to do that, but that's just a strategy I'm using since, I feel like I have a little bit of money to play around with. Obviously, not a whole lot. The goal of these businesses and the beauty is, it doesn't take a whole lot to start up. You also need no space for inventory. You really don't have to deal with products. You basically just have to deal with marketing the product and finding the customers. So that's kind of the beauty here. So anyway, we're going to give it a try. And I'll do more detailed videos as I go along. But like I said, I used Upwork. And that's basically, where I started at. So anyway, I'll let you guys know how it progresses. I'll show you the website. Oh, that's another thing. I found somebody to do the website on Upwork as well. They're charging me $15 an hour. So I'm expecting to spend, they'll probably spend 40 to 60 hours. So I got a good cost involved there. I also had to buy the domain name, which cost me like $150 for 3 years. But again, that really depends on your domain name. If you're trying to use something like, Magical Bean Coffee or something, that's probably, sought after. So you're going to have to pay more money than I did. But you never know. You might have to pay less. I don't know. So you have to look into that. But I use GoDaddy. It's super easy. You just sign in, look for the domain name, see if it's available. If it is, it'll tell you how much it costs. I do think in previous experiences buying domain names, I do think if you don't buy the domain name like immediately, or maybe not immediately, but like when you have the page up, I think it's like buying airline tickets. Like, if you search flights to France, and then a week later you go to search the flights again, or maybe not a week, even like a day later, you go to search the flight again and the price is increased because they know that you want to go to France real bad now because you looked it up twice. So, so anyway, I think it's the same way with domain names. If you search that domain name and then say, I'll buy that in like a week or something, then I think you'll come back and find that the price is slightly higher because they're like, oh, there's a demand for this, or they at least know you want it. So anyway, just keep that in mind. And yeah, I'll document this whole process. And the other thing I, of course, had to do is register an LLC. I did that through, I'm in Maryland here, but I did that through my state's website, and that, maximum of $300. But again, we'll just use round numbers here, and we'll say it was $300. to set up the actual LLC. And whole long story, I also registered a trade name, but I won't go into that unless somebody has a question. Feel free to ask. But so I also did that, and I got insurance, which is costing me like $25 a month, and it's like $1 million insurance policy. So that's good. And other than that, I mean, the startup really hasn't been too hard. I basically had to come up with they gave me the flavors that they're offering. I had to come up with names for these flavors. I'm using names that are like kind of in the niche that I'm catering to. And basically you just send them the names of the coffee that they're roasting. They make you up the labels, blah blah blah, and then they just drop ship directly from their facility. I'm doing it slightly different because I'm having somebody make my labels because I want a more custom label for each of the 9 varieties of coffee. So again, I'm spending a little extra money because I think the company would charge me like $50 or something to do the labels. But anyway, whatever. I'd rather have a better looking product to see if we can get this stuff moving. But anyway, so that's all we got for the first one. I'm just giving you a quick rundown of how I do it. I'll hopefully get a little more in depth here because I'm not sure if this was valuable. But as this moves along, hopefully I'll have more solid numbers for you of, if I make anything and what I spent on it and how it's going and maybe how you can do better. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day.